For more on this, let's bring in Jewish Institute for National Security of America Vice President of Policy, Blaise Mishtal, and America First Policy Institute Center for American Security Director Jacob Olidort. Gentlemen, welcome. Great to have you both.
Good afternoon.
So Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth was talking today about Israel's action against Iran. I want to play it, and I'll get you guys to react to it.
One of the questions was asked is, hey, did you move some of your counter UAS, counter unmanned aerial systems defenses from Ukraine to the Middle East? To which I answered, yes, we did. We're using all assets available to protect our people.
Blaise, what's your reaction to this latest military action in the Middle East?
I think it's absolutely the right one. We know that Iran has a history of launching rockets, missiles, drones, anything it can at U.S. bases in the Middle East. It killed 3 U.S. service members in Jordan just last year. It's killed hundreds of American troops over the last 20 years. Anything we can do to protect our troops, make sure they have the defenses they need, is absolutely the right call to make right now.
Jacob, we know that U.S. forces are also helping with defensive measures to help the Israelis knocking down some of those missiles. Your thoughts on that?
Well, that's right. And you heard the Secretary state there that this is a global conflict. This is moving assets from different parts of the region as necessary to protect, first of all, our citizens, our service members, but then also our partners in the region in this very difficult moment.
Seeing the strikes and the precision of the Israeli strikes, taking out leadership of the regime, taking out some very sophisticated weapon systems. Blaise, what about that level of planning and your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it just goes to show that anyone who underestimates Israel does it at their peril. We saw that with Hezbollah last September with the pager attack, and we've seen it now with Iran's top military and nuclear leadership. Their ability to infiltrate Iran, to get a drone base set up inside of Iran, to launch these simultaneous strikes on top leadership targets across Tehran all at the same time. It is really breathtaking and incredible, and it's a game changer for the region and for the security balance of the Middle East.
Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders says the world is more dangerous and unstable as a result of Netanyahu's action here. Is that the time for this type of criticism?
No, and I think this is, more of the Schumer rhetoric about Israel last year that we've seen among Democrats. The fact is, and I think this has gone less noticed, but this is not only an attack to preempt an existential threat to the state of Israel, but it's also a complement to the president's strategy of trying to bring Iran to the table. It's a form of leverage, and I think it'll be this sort of coordination between the United States and Israel is in some ways unprecedented, but necessary for this chapter in the world.
We're nearly out of time, but I want to get you guys to weigh in on this. We know the talks scheduled for tomorrow in Oman have been called off between the U.S. and Iran. President Trump sounds hopeful there will be talks before long, Iranians seeking a deal. What about that, Blaise?
Well, as President Trump has said, if the Iranians have any hope of surviving this, if they want the regime to stay intact, they're going to take this diplomatic off-ramp that he's offering them. It might be their last best chance. If not, we've seen what Israel can do and is going to keep doing.
Jacob, are you hopeful they'll go back to the negotiating table soon?
I have confidence they will. I know that this is obviously President Trump needs no advice on statecraft, and this is a master class in how to wage all elements of national power, diplomatic and military. So, it's a complicated situation, but I think it'll get there.
Jacob, Blaise, great to have both of you on a busy news day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.